So generally, it seems like the US and China are both kind of in agreement that, yeah, we don't want AI to make firing decisions for our missile systems. There is a question, of course, about Russia because the old dead hand system might still be around in one form or another, which is scary enough. But that's not AI. We're talking Soviet era and electronics instead, which is perhaps even more frightful. The real problem is, of course, that in a turbulent world, what's the probability that there's going to be a great power conflict over something like Taiwan? Especially if it turns out that, yep, making top-end chips is going to be a strategic resource. So actually getting TMC on Taiwan is a prize worth fighting a war over. And that's already scary enough. But the real problem might be in a world where you have a lot of AI agents and a lot of people using AI agents to manipulate the world, you might see both hacking and propaganda that gets out of hand. So one possible scenario might be that the US and China, they're rattling their sabers at each other like they do. And then some third party, maybe for a reason totally unrelated to big geopolitics, creates memes and disinformation that causes somebody to fire a shot. Let's say China is doing a military exercise near Taiwan, and then there is hacking attempt at Chinese military systems, which is actually due to some completely different ransomware thing. But China detects that as electronic countermeasures, fires a missile at what they think was the... So now you have a war between Taiwan and China. The US gets dragged in, and then it escalates and so on. In this case, you might say, oh, AI caused it because there was that ransomware AI system, perhaps launched by a Bulgarian hacking group in order to try to extort money, that accidentally caused it. And I think the risk of this kind of accident goes up. The old systems are accident prone and there are false alarms all the time. And people are kind of adapting to how to use these early warning systems in the Cold War and in the present fairly well. But in a really rapidly changing world, that might change. I'm also very concerned about nuclear proliferation, and this has very little to do with AI and everything to do with Trump's move away from Europe.